In less than 2 weeks, the Auburn Tigers will be kicking off their season in Atlanta against Washington, a city they know well, but an opponent they've never played in program history. The Tigers are dominant when it comes to their run game, and lucky for us, we've got a few young guys from right here in the Tennessee Valley expected to get some playing time. Coach Malzahn saying today after practice that Madison Academy alum MaryLee Miller will be back soon after suffering an injury. And he gave some love to former Austin High Black Bear standout Asa Martin.
And, Asa Martin's done some good things too, and, my big deal is protecting the football. And for the most part, the young guys have. There's been a couple things, but, we're, with the schedule we have early, with the opponents we have early, a lot of those freshmen will be on the field. They got to protect the football.
Malzahn went on to say that he thinks they're starting to develop some depth and that they will really know by about the third or fourth game. The first test comes in less than 2 weeks versus Washington in that Chick-fil-A kickoff. And typically, the higher up the ladder you get, the more haters you have to brush off. And of course, since arriving in Alabama 11 years ago, Nick Saban has had more success than most people see in a lifetime. We're talking 6 national championships and the top recruiting class year after year, so haters are expected. But what about when they're anonymous and a fellow colleague? Yeah, an anonymous coach spoke to CBS Sports and called out Nick Saban as the most overrated coach. If overrated gets you 6 national championships, then I'm pretty sure a lot of coaches will be following suit. But it didn't stop there. The anonymous coach went on to suggest that Saban and the Tide get the #1 recruiting class year after year by cheating to get their elite players. Clearly, this guy has some built-up animosity, and we're all now anxiously awaiting Saban's next press conference. And over on the track, a pretty crazy and scary wreck today that brought Sunday's IndyCar race to a halt for about 2 hours. Robert Wickens went soaring into the fence at Pocono Raceway. Wickens was attempting to pass Ryan Hunter-Reay when the 2 cars touched, and that sent both cars into the wall. Wickens was taken by helicopter to the hospital. IndyCar announced Wickens had orthopedic injuries, but is still being evaluated.